Hello, and welcome to my first recording. I'm a big fan of these choose-your-own-adventure sort of games, and thought it would be a fun thing to just record and see how it goes. If you've crossed the Midwestern Badlands to be here, you've been sent, others came before you, others will know you are downfall. But right now, the mission is you, if only you knew what that mission was. The city is spread before you, horizon to horizon, a vast sore squatting on the roll. 24 million people, most of it lawless slum and favela. The last outpost of civilization on the edge of the Badlands, one of the most relevant cosmopolitan cities in the world. Is it any wonder you ended up here? You've been holed up in this vantage point for a few days now, waiting, collecting yourself, getting ready to make your move. There'll be no coming back from this one. This city has a hard border with the Badlands. Getting through will be the first of many challenges. The Badlands are bleaker, dust in the city behind, guards drive armored patrols around a decaying no man's land, the stench of oil, minefields, razor wire, a border post, here the same as everywhere, heavy vehicle gates, and full body turnstiles, a wide concrete apron, the city defending itself against the Badlands, losing slowly. If you want to get into the city, you'll have to get this over with sooner or later. This step defines your character and gives you an initial weapon and equipment to help the guards. There's time enough for now. You will have to approach the guards sooner or later, but maybe sooner isn't your style. Let's explore a bit first. Border town. Dust, dirt, junk. People drifting in and out. Things to be found. Stuff left behind, forgotten, dumped, or deliberately put away. You start kicking at numbers, not one and not much. You know why it just isn't quite the time to think about it yet. The last thread, your last connection with what came before, your training for this mission, your instructions, your entire life, they've been set to fade like a dream until they were needed. Might be a good time to think about these little rockets you brought along with you. Your last connection with what came before your train for this mission. Welcome to Skype. Breathers, little glass vials, because not all stimulants come in the form of pills. They're new. You're not sure where you got them. As for how easy they'll be to get once you're into the city, who knows? You can use these things via your inventory. Each will give you an action refill. Hit points, but use them sparsely. Oh, that's nice. I heard this game was not very nice about giving you action points. That's the biggest thing I've saw is negative in this game, so I'm glad there's at least that. Your last connection with what came before, your training for this mission, your instructions, your entire life, they've all been set to fade like a dream until they were needed. Triggered memory blocks, carefully constructed, but in your pocket just a scrap of paper. Martha, your handwriting, that's all it says. Burning, you're guessing that you wanted this to be the one thing you didn't forget. You've forgotten, so there's only one thing to do. Keep it. Your instinct to set this thing alight. You shouldn't really have it in the first place. It's too risky, too dangerous. You can't let go of this one last thread. I'm stashing it. You fold it up tight and slide it back into your pocket, pushing it deep. Your hand brushes against something else in there. At least your masters didn't send you completely unprepared. You walk walk past a couple of young kids. Both their faces black with dirt. One of them bares their teeth at you. None too friendly then. But yeah, there's something here. Some kind of ring. Heavy skull. Yeah. Makes you wonder what else went into this fire and didn't make it out. You pour a little water onto it until it stops hissing. It might not be your usual style, but you can't help slipping at all. Just to try. A perfect fit. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing, having a skull ring on my finger. It's on the back of your mind. Always your mission. The reason you cross the Badlands, get here. Just once. Get this done. You're not just a random wanderer, not just a desperate hopeful. You were sent to complete a goal, a mission here in Cincinnati, greatest of the border cities. Over 24 million people worth of sprawling slum and glittering towers, pimps, players, and the biggest corporations on earth. Your personal heaven or your personal hell, it doesn't matter. What matters is your mission. Neon haze in the forever ray. You've gained 1 rare insight. New total 1. Back to the border post, I guess. Time to get this over with. You approach. They eye you warily. Another drifter in from the Badlands. The guards, impassive behind thick visors, a heavy gig, dust and rust, guns and landmine, monofilament wire in glossy bundles, a guy in the background that has a slugger instead of an arm. Probably swapped it for a different proselyte off-duty, mean-looking dogs. You suspect that they are trained to detect legions, not germs. You can't even tell what it is under all that germs as what. A shrug of Hitler, gripped crunches, as it pries off your goggles. Underneath, your character's sensible, affect your experiences subtle and dramatic ways. If the truth is now, you will come later. These benefits just won't answer. Want an easy answer, but remember that only choosing your physical form. Sunburn, desert, dust, that. I'm gonna go with that just because I identify as male. It's not that simple. The Badlands worked deep into your pores, skin crusty with it. Yeah, I'm going with that. That's just really interesting. But you know, there's no telling when telling these goons that you didn't fit into their neat categories. They've got a checkbox to fill in. Stupid though it may be, you ain't getting past until they've checked it. So you better just tell them what they assume anyways. Don't worry, there are plenty more uses of the options for not if you prefer as you build your character. You can refuse their questions and they can take you'll be given a ring. You can still determine your actual gender later. What? What? I know, just tick mail so I can go on. Okay, so there it is. At least we can move on. Crazy people, crazy people. Okay, why not? Come on. No one crosses the Badlands unarmed. What have you got slung across your back? Old, effective, nothing fancy. Simple shotgun. Rifle. Low caliber, but light and handy, not bad for hunting out in the Badlands. I almost laughed because a shock prod. Ugly to the point. Choose. Oh, that's probably not very smart, but I'm gonna do that anyways. A quick snap across the teeth, nothing. It's not charged, but that's something you can sort out pretty damn quick. You can load your weapon later via your inventory. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know implants, anything goes. We just got to ask. You can always buy more implants later, but they're expensive. The first one is free. Oh boy. Choose. The guards are opaque to you. Behind them are your advisors, no one else is. Cunning charisma. A sharp sheen behind your eyes. Integrated wetware. Perception reflexes. Sneak, they're there. Sneak, they're gone. Reflexes and melee weapons. Because I chose that might be good. Oh, gives you built-in melee weapons. Never mind. Nothing to see, everything to gain. This will improve your resilience and possibly save your life sometimes. Well, that sounds amazing. Pain control, you're tough. This makes you tougher. This will improve your discipline and stamina. If you're a mutant, this will block a mutation choice. Okay. Systematic regulator, breathing heart rate, total control with a thought. Support system, sleek, soundless, precise. This will improve your stamina, reflexes. If you're a mutant, this will block. Sleeves, pulls black, thin heart, middle bar, snap out and in again. These will improve your strength and give you a built-in melee weapon. And can't afford this. So I'm not even. I think I'm gonna improve my charisma. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try to be charismatic and keep out of harm's way. But if I do get into trouble, I'll be brutal. Let's response, heartbeats, all yeah, we got to ask as well. We don't let no freaks in here, no matter how normal you are. On site policy inside the city limits. Having a mutation will make entry into that difficult, but can dramatically change your experience. Not recommended for first-time players. If you go down this route, you will decide what your mutation is later on. They're not saying anything, even so there's not. If you leave now, they'll leave you. There are other ways into I'm just gonna not have any. Good, don't want no freaks around here. Cold brush, paying your way. Train rumbles out the gate. Biodisease escorts. The guard post, paying your way. Okay, you're in. Regiment, if you've got the tax. Cash hard, paying once they want, but something tells you shouldn't leave just yet. At least got to explore the work out a little. We'll be back out here probably before long. No cash, these F's, then F off. Come back when you have it, work for it, steal it, sell yourself, sell your wallet. Oh, that's over the requirement icon to the right for specifics that you need. You need a minimum of 2 here. You need $100 for stranger. Is that more, or do I need all that? Well, I need $100 to get there. You turn and walk back into the border town. These are things to do here. When you make, perhaps you'll even find an alternate way if you search hard enough. Welp. I'm gonna go for paying my way. Oh wait. I have to actually do stuff to pay my way in before I can pay my way in. Enough people are sitting waiting, you won't stand out if you do the same. Options like this can be really useful, but there's more risk and reward to be found. repairing. Oh, cool. So it actually does give me good effects. Okay. Yeah, a lot of bads there actually. Can I just take that off? Oh wait, I just put it on. I don't think that's actually good. That actually, just for the wild +1 skill and survival and wearing shades, but look at all those minuses. I'm not putting that on. This place is either too damn hot or too damn cold. A few days of bearable weather while the season change, but they change fast. Spring and autumn just don't exist. But everywhere bigger than at first glance. Another footstep than another as you haven't walked up. Needs to learn more dust on your boots just once. Let's try it. You now have familiar border town. You've gained 1 rumor. This is a border town. The town is more badlands than city. Interstitial, temporary, halfway between, built from needs. The rent-a-cops, the security firms, they don't come out here. Anything goes, anything can happen, but not everything does. Everyone here is here because they can't get in. The town serves needs, and needs are profits. Rough, hard-earned profits. A certain camera advocate. Okay, that's helpful. I'm just gonna look at all these. Yeah, the seasons are sharp, abrupt, or so you've heard. Heard? It's more like you can feel it in your bones. Like you just know. Oh, powder, okay. And yeah, you've arrived here during summer. There's no height to that. It just is a blanket of heat and humidity that squats over the city until it's time for winter. And when that happens, forget about autumn. The temperature plummets within days, or so you've heard. Let's see. Sure, I'll put that on instead. Or maybe not. Okay, I have no idea. Here, or I'm doing something wrong. Another footstep. How could it be a metaphor for this whole effing place? In this case, though, you notice a couple of guys picking up a pile of rubble. Could be something useful in this. Ooh, 7 jump. Nice. Neither of them even seem to notice you. They just keep on talking and scuffing around. You don't hear anything useful. They're just talking about back east, time spent in the drowned cities, as to how they ended up on the side of the border over by Cincy. Anybody's guess. You pick up a fair haul of stuff while listening. And let's check out the border market. There's a community of sorts clustered near the border post, serving people who can't get in. Serving people leaving, people buying, people selling. There's always a weird load of stuff floating around. Old junk off blankets in the dust. Baskets of old coins, watches loaded over by women with weathered faces. But just sometimes you spot something useful. You won't need a lot of this stuff until you've been through the border room again. Just need to check to make sure everything's working. The chop shop, can't. Don't have enough. Can I do nothing here? I can do absolutely nothing here. There's a stranger. No, I'm the stranger. Can I do anything here? Maybe, maybe not. Let's just go then. Pattern not broken, if he's missing, you just. You're not sure you can say the same for everyone else, so for you your conditions, you can put the screen. Oh. And now I'm hurt. Fun. Oh boy. An explosion, obviously. An attack on the guard post, but was it a suicide bomber, a car bomb, or something else? You look back over your memory of the last few minutes while cowering in your little makeshift foxhole. It's not much more than a pile of rubble with a hole convenient being on the safe side. You squirm down slightly more. A piece of rebar presses against your thigh. The automated turrets, slugger, that tower have, by the gate, opened up as soon as the explosion went off. You assume they're automated anyway. There could be a human operator somewhere. There's a rattle of automatic weapons. Fire coming from the other direction. At least a couple of people firing, if not more. You don't know exactly what it is, but it's nothing heavy. No one seems to be hitting anything save for innocents caught in the crossfire. There are a number of bodies draped over the concrete, some moving, some not. As for the original attack, you wouldn't swear to it, but you think it was a couple of rocket-propelled grenades fired from the same direction of that automated weapon fire, so not a car bomb. Okay. You take another look over the rebel pile, just quick, but your ears could have told you that. Alright guys, we're about at the limit, and this is getting crazy. And let's continue this next time. I hope you enjoyed, and if anyone's watching, check on again next time. See ya.